So guys, good day, good evening, whatever time it is when you see this video. So everybody is telling their experience with SARS, and I think we should tell our experience and tell the best solution to this madness. So 2018 I was in Nigeria for I spent about 3 months there, but then I had about 3 unforgettable encounters with SARS, the Nigerian police, and the military wasn't really a problem, but SARS was the worst. So when I was trying to get my documents set, I was running around from Ministry of Education to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So there's this hotel where I stayed at a hotel called Sienna Hotels in Abuja. It's at some weird district or something. I don't know if I'm getting the pronunciation right, but it's weird, so I would always take a very long walk before I could find a taxi or bus. So coming from a place outside Nigeria and for my color and everything, it was so hot for me. So I just bought a very cheap car. This car was like $3,000. So it wasn't even that good, but at least it just had one of the primary things I needed: air conditioner. So I was coming back from Ministry of Foreign Affairs one of the days, and I was stopped by something that looks like a police car. I remember they have some, I don't know, some kind of insects. They have it as a badge or something. So they stopped me, asked me my age. It was the most ridiculous question a police officer has ever asked me in my life. Anyway, I was not hiding my age, so I said my age. They asked me a lot of senseless questions. They even wanted to go through my phone. Like, the embarrassment was paramount. What I'm doing in the country. They even asked me why I have this skin color. Oh my god, it was crazy. One of them made a very funny statement. It was like, when did Abino start driving in Nigeria? That was crazy. They asked me out of the car. They did a lot. If I stole the car. All my documents were complete. I even had my license. I had even insurance that Nigerians don't even have. Anyway, I had everything. They made life very difficult. At a point, one of them even pulled his gun because he said something like, anything for the boys. I told him I don't have anything. He told me, why will you come back from Yankee? That's the slangs they use. You come back from Yankee, you don't give anything for the boys. It was just, then one of them just told them, okay, let's be going. It was very, it was not good because I don't see such things, outside Nigeria. Then another incident, it was funny anyway. It was in the Nigerian military. So I didn't know that in Nigeria it was a crime to wear the military, like the khaki clothes. So I wore it. I was driving around, and then they stopped me. They asked me a lot of questions, man. I really saw I was in deep shit. So I just started speaking Russian language, like, извините, я не понимаю, что ты говоришь. И я по-русски говоришь. Я можно разговаривать по-русски. I was a Niger boy. But I was scared because they had their guns drawn. They had their that's something for flogging people. I think whip, maybe hostel, cane. Anyway, they just had it. So they were threatening. They told me to come out from the car. I just stopped speaking English. Trust me now, instantaneously. My English speaking ability disappeared into thin air. I started speaking Russian language fluently. I can't even speak Russian language now, but then I was fluent as F. Man, I was speaking the Russian language. I just scared through that. So probably they didn't want to start a war with Russia. Definitely it's not going to be a good idea. So they let me go. Then one of the most ridiculous experiences was when I was done, when I got my visa in Abuja, I was like, okay, fine, now I can go back to my state because I'm from Abia State and rest maybe before traveling back. So I had to drive the car down to my state anyway. So I hired a driver. So as we are going around, I cannot really say the road, but if you're coming from Abuja, you have to definitely cross Enugu before reaching Abia State. This SARS officer stopped me. There's this checkpoint. Anybody that is conversant with that road, the checkpoint where there are SARS officers, then they have police officers almost just within 10 meters, and then maybe by the time you go about 2 kilometers or something, you meet military. Those ones are not the problem. The problem were the SARS and the police officers. So the SARS guy, he stopped me, stopped the driver, asked me where we are heading to, where we are coming from. Jesus Christ, man. Even at the point I started feeling like a criminal, because those questions were just crazy. Where are you coming to? Where are you coming from? And where are you going to? And why are you on this road? Like, I was like, I'm driving because I don't have money for flights. I'm not rich. You understand? So he asked all the documents for the cars, that looks like it's a stolen car. The way I was dressing, because I was wearing this very light kind of jacket. You know, I really don't like sun on my skin anyway. So I was wearing a jacket that will cover my hand. I was wearing a cap, definitely wearing, I think, I can't find my eyeglass, but the black one. So he said I look like, it's not Yahoo boy, that's something he said. I've forgotten, but it really means like I look like a boy that does some kind of funny things. So he even searched the car. He ordered me out of the car. He ordered the driver. Anyway, I told the driver, Biko, give me my key. Oh, I don't fuck around. Please give me my key, I beg you in the name of God. I collected the key from the driver because, trust me, I don't trust all those kind of people. But anyway, I just saw them as officers, because outside the country, officers are our friends, apart from maybe in USA where they just kill people. But anyway, he ordered us out of the car, and he said he was going to search the car. I mean, okay, I was not scared. Fine, search the car, but sometimes I can just automatically get crazy. Sometimes I get normal. The crazy part of me was like, hey, Oga, wait. If you search my car, you do it on video, because you're searching the car because you don't trust me. Trust me, I can speak English when it comes to that. I was screaming. I was really screaming when it comes to things like that, man. I don't take it for granted, because I've really seen where they put people in deep shit with this kind of mischievous behavior. So I was like, fine, I'm not interested in cameraing you or whatever. I don't want to know. I don't even want to have a video on my phone. But if you will search my car, you are searching it because you don't trust me. You think I'm a bad person, right? Probably I have guns, drugs, maybe human parts. I don't know, whatever he was searching for. And in that case, I also don't trust you. So I will put my hand in my pocket real quick so that you don't think it's a gun. And I'll pull up my phone and I'll start recording. Then you search. And I'll delete the record only when I reach my house. So that if anybody should tell me that they found somebody's call inside my bag, I'll show them the video that when you were searching, there was nothing there. Cool. He argued, why will I record the police officer? I'm like, lie. If I'm not recording, you're not searching. He said I should be there while he's searching. No. So I made the record. He searched, checking my shorts, my singlet, my boxers. I mean, there's nothing. I've never seen such kind of invasion of privacy. Seriously. Searched everything, and I didn't even wash my clothes while coming back, so they are stinking. So he searched my bag. As in, he actually turned the bag over, so I had to repack. Then I had this violin I brought. Like, there's this violin, this thing you play like this. I bought for one of my junior brothers. He asked for it. So the man asked me, what am I carrying the violin for? Are you a musician? Oh my God. I'm like, yes, I'm a musician. I'm a celebrity. He asked which of them. I'm like, okay, cool. That means you're not even part of the country. Anyway, that was just one of the funny parts. He checked the violin comes in some sort of bag. He asked me to open it for fear it could be maybe a rifle or something. So I opened the bag. He checked it. I mean, as he was checking all this, his gun was drawn. Like, seriously, he wasn't checking it like a normal person. His gun was drawn. So to the average Nigerian that has not experienced something like this, I think it sounds very funny when someone is saying what SARS did and what SARS didn't do, but I know a lot of eyes are open now. But the real truth about it is that I want you to just imagine a scenario where I come up to you with something like this and I'm putting it in your face. Just imagine the fear you feel for that moment. I mean, adrenaline rush. You'll be so scared because I'm bringing in a weapon against you, or I bring something like this, just for no reason, and I put it in your face. As in, that's what the SARS guys were doing with me. They put guns in my face it was so scary, putting guns in my face, like, calm down, calm down. Oh my god. Until someone is termed a criminal, I think, in fact, until I pull a gun, you shouldn't actually put, like, they pulled rifles at me just because he wanted to ask me to come down from a car that I didn't steal. It's even registered in my name, not even my brother or sister or father or mother. Like, it was crazy, you know. And then when I got to Abia State through Mahia, there was this guy, so he was driving an identical car, but you know, he's black. So Sars guys stopped him, but this time they were not with uniforms anyway, but they had that there's this car, it's like a pickup something, maybe Hilux, I don't know what it is, some kind of that kind of car. They stopped him, they pulled this boy out of his car, they dragged him on the floor. Like, it's so terrible. I know my story is not up to people that just saw people get killed in front of them, but I think it's very terrible. But if you ask me a solution to this madness, I would say, look at every country where it's so easy to get into the force. The force is trash. I mean, Nigeria is not an exception. Even look at the US. It's so easy to become a policeman in the US. That's why, of course, you hear police brutality, this and that. Of course, when you put untrained minds, uneducated minds, then, I mean, it's just too much power for a coward anyway. So imagine you give this to a 16-year-old child. If you give this to a 16-year-old child, if his mother shouts at him, he'll pull this on her, he'll shoot her. If you give it to some guy that didn't go to secondary school, primary school, or even college, if you give this to him, he will just shoot you at the slightest provocation. But if you give this to an officer that has been educated and has sense of humor and is there to protect, you will not see this. In the country where I'm currently located, I have never seen an officer's gun. I mean, officers have stopped me a lot of times. They definitely check your documents. I don't know how their gun looks like. I've never seen their gun. So they don't draw guns on people, even foreigners. But we black people, we are very fast to shout Black Lives Matter, especially when we are in a white man's land. But I think it's high time we started shouting Black Lives Matter in a black land, actually. So we really need to eradicate this SARS of it, and it even sounds like a virus. I mean, SARS, like, seriously, and it kills like a virus. So we need to take out the virus. As everybody's fighting to run away from COVID-19, we should always also be escaping SARS, because it's a virus, for crying out loud. It's just some illiterates giving automatic weapons on paper to protect the masses, but then they use these weapons to assassinate the masses. So we should just end it. Anyway, it's a democratic country. We put them there. We don't want them anymore. So, I mean, if the government would not hear our protests, maybe we'll start pulling trigger, because it's not nice. You know, I can tell the pain of a mother to have her child go out there and get killed because he was dressing nice. Like, I mean, and that's who they go after. So that means the SARS operatives, or whatever they call themselves, that means they want to see people poor, people dressed wretched and smelling just like them. Because when I was stopped at Abuja, man, these guys were stinking. But anyway, let's forget about the stench. What we're trying to say in this case is, we do not want SARS again. We are done. I mean, the virus is so contagious, it's killing every day. This week you hear a story, next week you hear a different story, the upper week it's a new episode, and before you know it, they start changing seasons, and then crazy things start to happen. I mean, these guys didn't even go to school. So please, federal government, FG, we take God beguna, just remove these guys. If you cannot call them off, I trust Nigerians. Nigerians will never sit and watch some coward just because the coward has a gun. The coward now sits up and, you know, perpetuates evil against them, kill them in broad daylight. I mean, I watched a video yesterday, like, this guy actually pulled one. I think I'll put it up here so you can see it. I saw it on Facebook. Pulled someone out of the house and still shot him, like, with a rifle, not even a pistol, for crying out loud. Like, what's happening? Please, let's end it. But if the FG would not end it for us, we can end it ourselves, because they are just human beings, they are not robots. So thank you very much. And also, please, if we would ever want to recruit any force, please, they should go to school. It's not only SARS, there are many, I don't know their names. Like, there are plenty. When I was coming back from Abuja to Abia State, I mean, I saw a lot, but the one that I can remember their name as SARS, because others have a lot of funny names, like some things just like that, and they have guns. So I mean, please, let's just put an end to SARS. Anyway, I'm releasing some little music. Please don't judge me and don't laugh at me. I don't have a good voice. I don't sing well. Never sang before. First try singing and rapping. So I want to release one song. No, not one to. I'm in the process of releasing one music. Maybe if God helps us, we'll do a video to facilitate SARS leaving us. It's just about SARS and their inhuman treatment and what will happen to them if just FG refuse to take them away. Thank you. See you. You can hook me up on IG. You can post what you want to say about SARS, what you know about SARS, all the bad things they've done, and anyway, if they've done any good things, of which I'm very sure there's none, you can post it on Instagram, #Martinovic. I'm sure you know. So see you soon, and anticipate for that video because it's going to be nice. I don't know, I don't think it will be danceable, but you will get a lot of sense from it. I got already. So see you soon. Bye. Whew.